We're working ourselves through some technical difficulties here. Hopefully, I'm coming through okay. We are ready for Division Two tilt at Spa-Francorchamps, and we are going green in just a matter of moments. Josh Damiani is with us tonight. Brooker Quigg's with us tonight. I'm going to go straight to the smart guys and let Josh call the start of the race. Get him, Josh. Here we go. We're green. We're green. We are green flag in Belgium. We're starting the season, like it or not. Here we go. We have the third and fourth place cars have already begun to slide off track. We have other carnage here at the beginning. We're trying to watch everything happening without moving your screen too much. They're streaking down the Kimmel Straight. And that's going to be Taflovich and Colin Shea off to the lead. We've got cars up and down the lineup, swapping positions. We have yellow flags. We have so much to cover. We'll try to keep you abreast of everything happening tonight. We had a little technical difficulties. We're on one screen. Do I have Brooker with me? Okay. 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 Have I done it? Okay. I've been clicking insert on the keyboard to no avail. I do. That's what I was using. I've been clicking insert over and over. And that's what I've been clicking. Uh-huh. Yep. I do not know the answer to that question. I wish I was better help, guys. I wish I understood better. I don't understand what's being shooting right now. Okay, I've just done it. Uh-huh. Okay, I've done so. I've done so. I have done it. I'm hitting. I've. I've been hitting insert. It's got. I turned it off, and it's out of it's out of range. Okay. Hey, you got it. Sorry for the technical difficulties, all. You got it. Hey, you got it. So, some of you might have been listening to some technical difficulty we've had here. So, sorry for the troubles. We're trying to get a good stream going, and we had some technical difficulties. But in the meantime, we're not too far along in this thing. We're only a couple of laps in. We're 2 laps into this, and looks like I'm here alone tonight. But we're gonna bring you a race. So, anyways, we've got Colin Shea out front in the Porsche, even though he's off track. So, as he is being chased down by Nathan Speck, and he's all over him. Oh, I take that back. We have Colin Shea is out front still getting all sorted out tonight, guys. Colin Shea is out front in the McLaren, and he has got 2.5 seconds clear on Nathan Speck. Mike Scott's right behind. Farcaso from Augusta, Georgia is right behind him. And Brandon's position, 2.5 behind. So we're going to keep the camera here on the front for a few moments, just to watch these leaders take off. So you're going to get a little more video tonight, maybe not quite as much audio. But we're going to do our best to give everybody the best show we can. Now, they're all backed up here between 4th and 8th. I'm going to see if I can give us this battle here with a helicopter shot. I'm going to go a little. That's Rogerio Santos, new guy to the league in McLaren. Let's get a good shot of him here. He's chasing down this whole group. He's in 9th, and he's only a 0.7 of a second away in his McLaren. From Samedo, Sutherland, and Schaefer. So we're going to try to go through the field here and show a little bit of everybody. We'll try not to move the camera too much, just to make sure I don't make it a little distracting for all the viewers. But it looks like our race is off and running. I'm strolling through. There's really only one car. Kayat is 2 laps down. Everybody else is off and running. And I have lost what happened with Colin Shea. We now have Nathan Speck in the McLaren out front. I have to go find what happened to our former leader. He's down in 35th. I missed what happened. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm going to put a camera on him here. Looks like he came through the pits. Too much for one guy to cover here. But we're going to watch all of it. We also have David Taflovich is in 25th. He's got the fastest lap of the race, and he was starting up front. I'm going to put a camera back on him. He's driving a Honda this season. Looks like he's taking on a little bit of damage, but he's chasing down Kyle Turner. In the meantime, Nathan Speck is out to a 3.8 second lead. Mike Scott's chasing him, and he's got company. Mike's got Brandon's position, Schaefer, Sutherland, Samedo, Queso, Santos, and Fredrickson, all within, I don't know, 5 or 6 seconds. and the latter of all of that are all over each other. The only smart thing to do is to put the camera on that battle and watch them stretch it out. So we haven't talked too much about the track because we were dealing with technical problems. So we talked a little bit about the track. We're deep in the Ardennes forest, and we're seeing the 2019 version of this track here, right here where we're looking at the bottom of Eau Rouge. They've actually moved those bleachers back. There's a lot more room. We have somebody off. Fire Queso's off. Hit the barriers. Slowly getting back up to speed. That is a yellow flag for Queso. Bottom of Eau Rouge will get you every time. And he's getting up to speed, but he's got some traffic coming by him. You're not missing anything out front. Nathan Speck is off and running. He's put another 3 or 4 tenths of a second on Mike Scott, who's doing a fantastic job in second place. How cool is that? So in just a few moments, I'm going to get us a nice lap around the track. See if we can bring a little order to our technical difficulties we had, and see if we can make things look a little more normal. And then I'm going to run through the field a bit and get you introduced to all the drivers in Division 2. So for those of you new to Sim Racing Alliance, this season we have 4 divisions. We have 200 and some odd drivers. And this is the second of those 4 divisions. And so these are the kind of the stars of tomorrow already that you're seeing. These guys are vying to be Division 1 racers next season. And so there's a gold group, there's a silver group, there's a championship battle between both groups. Both of them are racing together, but there's definitely a different championship for each group. And it's a little difficult for us during race to break out and tell you exactly who's who because there's so much going on. But there are 2 groups involved here. So here we go, into La Source. I'm going to take a lap with Nathan Speck as he goes down the hill toward Eau Rouge. This is the signature corner of the track, and one of the most difficult corners in all of racing. Over the bumps, up the radion, hug the right. Make sure you don't go left. Make sure you don't lose control. Down the Kimmel Straight. Maybe it's the Jimmy Kimmel Straight. Who knows? But down the Kimmel Straight. I'm giving you the bumper view of Speck's car all the way down to Lacombe. We're going to have a right, left, right. Now, the track used to go straight here into a town called Malmedy. It's a little village. They got like an Aldi and they got a bowling alley there. That's about it. But here we go through. Yes? There we go. I can change drivers. Not a problem. Oh yeah. No, I got it covered. I got somebody in my ear here. Yep. Okay. I just tried it. Did not get us where we was trying to go. There we go. So I've still got the smart people in my ear. We've had all kinds of problems. It's like our stream has Ebola tonight. Our stream has Ebola. Our stream has dengue fever, schistosomiasis, malaria, and all kind of other diseases and polio, all at the same time. So we're bringing the goods tonight. We're down to just me. Boy, you guys are in big trouble. You're down to just me, and I feel like I'm the last one turning the lights out here. So, but anyways, we were in the process of going through a lap here. We're going to pick that up again in a moment. But this whole battle here for second, third, fourth, fifth, that's cool. So it's just me and you guys tonight. So just go get a cup of coffee, put your feet up, enjoy whatever we have left to bring you. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the track one more time here. So I'm going to do it from this high television camera. There's La Source. That corner's been there forever. That's turn 1. We're going down the hill, These bleachers to the right you're seeing, they're gone now. This whole area has been pushed out there. As they go through the bottom of Eau Rouge, the cars are bottoming out. There, you see it? And then they're getting light at the top of Radion. And now we're stretching it out for all you got coming down the Kimmel Straight. I'm going to kind of watch a couple of these cars. This is where the cars get to about 267, 268 kilometers per hour. And there's the jam on the brakes at Les Combes. That's the right, left, right. This is where that track used to go straight to a town called Malmedy. This used to be just country roads. And here we go. As we go now through the modern track, we're taking a 180 called Bruxelles. And you're watching it right here. I'm going to back off to the helicopter. That's Bruxelles. And now we're going downhill, down through the Ardennes Forest. That's an unknown. That's a corner with no name, sometimes called Speaker's Corner. But here's the second most fun part of the track. It's a double apex called Pouhon. This is where the back of the car wants to go completely sideways on you. Here's the first of the apexes. Second of the apexes is coming up right here. Now then, I'm going to go to the bumper cam. There we go. Down into Fagnes. It's another really fast right, left. Now, this is where the track used to go all the way out. This part didn't exist. This is called Stavelot. You're coming up. The track used to hook back up right here, where these cars are going through right now, back all the way through toward the end of the track. So now you've seen what the new sections created. This is called Blanchimont. In English, it's more like White Mountain, but this is also the place you got to be flat out right here. Keep on being flat out, flat out, flat out. And now they've reprofiled this. This is called the bus stop. It's not a bus stop anymore. But it's now a chicane where it's jam, 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 down on the brakes, right. You got to hit that curb. You got to hit that curb on the gas. And that's a lap of Spa-Francorchamps. And I'm going to go back to our big camera. And meanwhile, back at the motel, Nathan Speck, he's now got 6.5 seconds on the field. Not even going to show him at the moment. Mike Scott holding off everybody. The world is on Mike Scott's back. Brandon Subsission, Schaefer, Sutherland, Semedo, Santos, Fredrickson, all of them. I'm going to change the camera to Fredrickson. That's a beautiful. I did it to him. As soon as I put the camera on Fredrickson, he went around. That's where the car unloads, and he's in the pits. The car unloads at the top of Radion. That's the most dangerous place in all of racing. You've got Nordschleife, you've got Monza, you've got this joint. And Eau Rouge, Radion, nastier and meaner than any other place that any sim racer is ever going to race. Now we're back into the Aston Martin, who's got a little power buff starting with this season. But you can see this is Mike Scott, and he's got the world on his back. Brandon Subsission in the Porsche. Let's talk about the Porsche. Oh, he's taking a look on him. Oh, discretion the better part of valor from Brandon. So the Porsche is way, way quick in these corners. It's not so fast in the straight. It's a flat six. It's naturally aspirated. So now Brandon's got the world on him after running wide. He's got a pack of wolves on him. Mike Scott's running wide. There's all the pressure's on between about 2nd through 7th. I'm going to go back to Rogerio Santos again, that beautiful McLaren, as he's in the catbird seat watching every one of these guys. And so they got 3.5 seconds back to Cobb, Almeida, Kish, Farcaso's back on track, Rutkowski back on track, Austin Sawyer's on track. We've got a yellow flag here with Lorenzo. I gotta say, you just got me tonight. We had technical problems from beginning to end. We couldn't get this thing off the ground to save our necks, despite all the brain trust here. So we'll be back in full force next week when it's not me doing this. So, and there's another casualty. Fickert. I just keep the camera here sitting at the top of Radion, because this is where all the damage happens. So Fickert is slowly back up and going. That wasn't a massive hit, but he has brought it to a stop. He's brought it into the pits. So 44 runners tonight. In the meanwhile, checking out Nathan Specht, number 3 McLaren. He's got 9 seconds on the field. Go, young man. Take off. You have got him covered. Now, also in the... here we go. Let's see. In SRA, it's a 60-minute race. There's a 10-minute pit window. Everyone has to come in. You don't have to take tires, but you have to take 1 liter of fuel. You play your cards right, that's 3.2 seconds of sitting still. So that's the rules of the race. So making sure for all the new viewers tonight. Well, if you're a new viewer tonight, you're seeing this mess. Sorry for our technical difficulties. We won't talk about those anymore. We're off and running, but we're a Class A show here with a crazy guy like me at the helm tonight. I feel like the late night DJ at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just me taking your requests for your soft and sultry musical choice. Maybe I'll play some jazz for you later. Maybe we'll play a little Earth, Wind, and Fire for your special lady friend that you're entertaining at 4 o'clock in the morning. I need to be a DJ. So, in the meanwhile, Nathan is just carrying on. Good job, man. There's nobody even in sight. So let's go back and find where all the mean stuff is at. Foguth and Taflovich. Taflovich makes the pass. He runs off a little bit, but it's worth it to make the pass happen. So he has now worked himself up to 14th. He's still got the fastest lap of the race. Keep camera there on the Marlboro liveried McLaren. I wonder where we've seen one of those before. 1990. I wonder who's driven that before, Ayrton Senna. But beautiful, beautiful livery and nice throwback. As if you hadn't noticed also, we have so much to cover tonight in the first race. You'll notice a lot of the sponsors, a lot of these liveries look like they're from yesteryear, different types of yesteryear. But there's a sort of a throwback schemed theme for the season. So you're going to see paint jobs from different eras, for those who took up the challenge of painting their car in different liveries, different colors. So moving along, I'm going to put the camera on Brandon Substitution because he is the next guy back. He has got the Porsche ahead of the rest of the crowd. He's 13 seconds back. Nathan Specht is putting on a clinic. We're going to talk to him when this thing's over with. If he doesn't wreck, we're going to ask him, what'd you do? So, what did you do to cover them all? So I'll have to tear his car down in post-race inspection and find out if he's legal or not. I don't think he's legal. You can't be legal and be 13 seconds ahead. So we've got 2.5 minutes, which is a little more than a lap before this pit window opens. We're going to find out who's pitting. Now, let's try to do a little analysis here. You've got Substitution, Sutherland up to 3rd. Good job. Semedo, Santos up to 5th. Great job, Rogerio. Schaefer, Cobb, Almeida. Mike Scott's dropped back to 9th. But he's only a second off the battle. I'll put this camera back on Mike. So anyways, these guys are holding each other up. You know they are. Nobody's driving as fast as they can. So here comes the strategy. Which one of these guys is going to come in as soon as the pit window opens? If I were anybody except Brandon Substitution, I think I'd get the pits as fast as I can, get my 3.2 seconds, and get out. And see if you can undercut all these guys. And if the guy in front of me comes in, I'm staying out. I'm going to see if I can put me down a hammer lap and see if I can overcut these guys. But this whole 2nd through 9th battle's all going to happen in the pits. Watching more of these battles. It's tough to cover them all. And Mike's gone around. Hit La Source. He hit the gas too fast. He's losing time. Tough break, Mike. And don't worry, we're going to get ourselves back deeper in the field here. But everybody's all spread out. But we want to make sure and cover all our drivers. First things first. Well, it's not first things because we're almost halfway through this thing. But I want to make sure and thank all our drivers because, the biggest audience to this is our drivers. Watch this back and find out, what the heck happened. So you guys are the stars of the show. Obviously, by our technical difficulties, we're not the stars of the show. But you guys are stars of the show, and we thank you for spending your time here. We hope you enjoy sharing space with us. We enjoy sharing space with all you drivers. And if you're watching this and you're not an SRA, our Discord's lively, it's friendly. This is kind of the hopping place to be, unless you're on the technical side of your stream tonight. So, there's another yellow flag up front. Taflovich, Sawyer, going around. Let me get the camera on Austin Sawyer. That was a little bit of Honda on Honda violence. Didn't get to catch what happened. It looked like a speaker's corner. Those two guys tangled. So while it's difficult for one cat here to show you all the action and cover all the action, so I'm just trying to very casually bring you all the action I can. In the meantime, you're not missing anything out front. Nathan Speck is now 14 and a half seconds out, and he's putting laps on people. He is running a clinic. Let's check out his lap times. For goodness sakes, his last lap speed was 219.87. He's right now the fastest guy on track, pulling away. 219.8 is getting the job done around this place. No matter what division you're in, that is moving. And he looks smooth as silk through Eau Rouge and Radion. I'd say he's hooked up just right. So I've still got this whole stream of second through ninth or so is beginning to really stretch itself out. So I'm going to start trying to move camera around to places where there's more and more people who are chasing each other. And pit stops are happening. Let's go find out who's coming in. Got a lot of takers. Nobody any further up than 13th. Sutherland, Schaefer, Fogarth is in. Mike Scott is in. Good job, Mike, to get in. Alan Tufo's in. Haven't called Al's number yet today. Christian Holmes is in. Got half the field in. Friday's in. Banks has been in the pits for a little bit. He's 5 laps down. He'll be back next week. Don't sweat. We'll see you next week. The Porsches are in. So long pit road here. You have to go all the way around La Source because they run the 24-hour race here. So you got to fit 70, 80 cars in this place. So they got the pits on both sides now of La Source. So let's go back and cover some of these guys that are fighting for positions. Santos now in 4th, and he's running down Samedo. I would say McLaren looks like it is the weapon of choice this season in Division 2. And a whole lot of Porsche. Fascinating with the Porsches. Speck is in. Leader is on pit road. He's all clear. Let's just go find out now. When he comes out, is he going to be in traffic? Is that traffic going to get in his way? That's about the only thing left that I want to know about. Taflovich has gone around. Looks like he has touched a wall. He might need a little Bondo when this one's over with. He keeps getting the camera on him because he keeps doing interesting stuff. Speck, this is the guy I want to watch. Speck, down. I'm going to widen the camera out so we can see him pull in the pits. Leader is coming to his pit stall. He is now stopped. Let's give him 3.2 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Drop it. Drop it. There. Now he's gone. and pulled away off the limiter, and he's off and running. Let's find out where he is. He's coming out ninth, and no one ahead of him has pitted. So all these guys are going to have to come in. Brandon Substitution has inherited the lead. He's got 5 seconds on Semedo. Santos and Almeida chasing each other down. That is halfway, guys. Seems like we just got started. There's so many guys we haven't talked about yet. Allen in the McLaren. Correa, the other beautiful Mercedes. Now, we had committed to have all these team names right on the tip of our fingertips. Because I guess another part of SRA 101 we're trying to bring to everybody tonight is this is a team championship. So all these drivers have a teammate. And so while there's an individual championship, there's also a team championship as well. So these cars that are similarly painted are all teammates. And so they're all racing together. So Correa is all by himself. Mark Sutherland driving a BMW again this year. Now, all these guys have pitted. Haven't mentioned Peter Reynolds. He's switched over to McLaren this season. Queso in the Honda. Haven't called Morrison's name yet. He switched over to Audi this year. So odd, the Audis are so strong. There's the leading Audi's in 12th right now. It's interesting. Jess Osborne in the Porsche. Jess was big instrumental in helping us getting our technical stuff squared away. Thank you, Jess. Hats off to Jess. Everybody give him a golf clap as you see him in Discord this week. Don't want to say nice things about him in the stream, so here's nice things about you, Jess. Overall good guy and also a heck of a broadcaster himself. But everyone's so spread out. Haven't called Landshark's number yet. In the meanwhile back at the motel, if you get that reference, Nathan Speck, 5th now, and no one ahead of him has pitted. And he's got 17 seconds to Brandon Substitution. He completely missed his pit stop, but he's come in and out, and he's clear, so we've got a straight fight to the end. Right now, that battle is 5th and 6th. They'll end up being the lead. But Speck actually picked up a little time on Brandon in the pits. He's now got exactly 18 seconds on him. So he's pulling a Verstappen on the whole field. So we're not watching too much of that battle because Nathan Speck has got him covered, as they may say. So while we kind of stroll through here, we had all this talk scheduled for the pre-race about Belgium. So Belgium is the monkey bars of Europe. Trust me on this. Yeah, I think you know where I'm going with this. Because we're in Belgium, and we'll talk about the place we're in while everybody's sorting out. We've got about a minute and a half left before the pit window closes. I think, here we go, our 3 leaders. Leaders are in. They're going to get themselves relegated to the top 5 here when they're out, but they're coming around. This is going to end up being Santos and Semedo. Rutkowski's also in. He's a bit behind him. So those 3 are in, and that should finish off all of our pit stops. Gould is in as well. Nathan Speck is flown by him, so he's now in 4th. So let's just watch these pit stops as they happen. They should be about 3.2 seconds. And then we're going to have a straight fight to the end, and we'll just get to cover this thing till the end. Looks like we have all things well sorted and all things in hand. This whole 2nd through 6th or 7th is what we're looking for. But so, Belgium. Monkey bars of Europe. Now, when I was in elementary school, here we go, everybody's down and everybody's off. When I was in elementary school, if there was going to be a fight, it was always going to be, I'll see you at the monkey bars at recess. And nobody ever actually got knocked out at the monkey bars. We always thought they were. Here, I'll tell you, second and third. Substitution. Santos. Let's get a better camera on that. So here's our fun battle here. So that's what ended up being for third and fourth. I got the camera on Rogerio. There's Sameda. Let's let this percolate for a few moments so you can see the action on screen. Yeah, so nobody ever got knocked out. Pit windows closed. Everybody's clean and green. Nobody got knocked out at the monkey bars. But so Belgium is kind of like the land that England and Germany have used to calmly discuss their differences for like over 100 years. And in December of 1944, the Germans had what they called their last-ditch effort. It's the Ardennes Offensive. And we're here in the Ardennes Forest now, where they tried to stretch their forces against the Allies west and to see if they could pincer them and surround them and see if they could finish off the Allies. And it worked pretty good. They actually bulged their lines out all the way to just below Stavelot. So Stavelot Corner here, just at the south end of this track. And so they actually got the Ardennes Offensive, which became known as Battle of the Bulge, almost here to where the setting of this track is at. Before the Americans came, the British were there, and with Montgomery and Patton, they ended up fighting back the Germans, and that was the beginning of the very end for the Germans through the winter of fall 44, the winter of 45. And of course, as you know, in April, things began to go really downhill for the Germans. So Belgium is kind of the neighbor's yard between you and the neighbor that you really, really don't like. And so every time the British and the Germans want to fight, they go meet at the monkey bars. Belgium is the monkey bars. Told you I'd make that work. And for forever from now forward, we will all know Belgium as the monkey bars. Now, in Belgium, up north, you've got Flanders, where everybody speaks Flemish. And in the south part of Belgium, you have Wallonia. That's where Spa is at. And if you watch the Formula One broadcast this week, I'm going to catch some of these battles here. If you watch the F1 broadcast this week, you actually saw some signage for Wallonia. We've got a yellow flag, and I can't find it. Here we go, Fickert. He's got himself sorted out. So I'm trying to catch yellows. There's not a lot, guys. Pretty clean racing out here, except for guys who've kind of had some damage themselves. So we're here in Wallonia, southern region of Belgium, where they speak a lot of Dutch and a lot of German. And, of course, Belgium actually got their independence from the Dutch in 1830. I'm sure there's no hurt feelings over all of that. So Specht has actually stretched out that lead over Brandon Substitution to 19.3 seconds, but here comes the camera. Watch this. New player in town. Rogerio Santos. He's got a podium spot, hunting down Brandon Substitution. Now we've got where we're going to keep the camera for a while. Let's just let this one percolate for a bit and see what the coffee tastes like when this is over with. 22 minutes to go. Rogerio Santos knows what he's doing. I've raced with him before. Knows what he's doing. He's got his eyeballs on Brandon Substitution. And check this out. Here comes the bumper cam. Let's take a look at what the front of his car is looking at. Yeah, he can see him. They have what we refer to as line of sight. And he's closing in. He's only 0.8 of a second behind. And he's outbraking him, really outbraking him into the bus stop chicane. And he can now read the license plate of Brandon Substitution's Porsche. And that license plate says, if you can read this, you're way too close. And that lead is evaporating. As they might say in Dutch, it is van gone. As they might say in Flemish, it is Logos. I don't know Flemish. Y'all know I don't know Flemish. But this is the battle we're going to be watching for a bit, guys. So I was doing my research. I pretend like I don't do any research, but I do before these races. And I looked up famous Belgians. Oh, man. Brandon is hanging it out for all he's worth because he's got a hot McLaren chasing him down. All right, now it's fun. This is what we showed up for, isn't it, guys? I looked up famous Belgians. There really aren't any that excite me. Audrey Hepburn, cute girl. Looks a lot like my mother-in-law. But there's not a lot of famous Belgians. You got King Leopold first and second. I guess somebody's got to run this place. You got Charles V, but, that's the Holy Roman Empire, which wasn't really holy. It wasn't really Roman, and it's barely an empire. He ran that joint. So the next most interesting Belgian, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I would say he's from the southern part, being a Van Damme. How Dutch. As I read through the list of famous Belgians, and wasn't terribly impressed with their relevance to pop culture. So Belgium, place where British and Germans meet, place where no celebrities are from. Yeesh. If y'all know any famous Belgians, let me know. I'm not taking my camera off this battle for nothing. Of course, you got Belgian waffles. Waffles are like pancakes with storage for your syrup. You have like a hotel for your syrup. You just put it in this container and it's there when you get to that part of the waffle. No wonder why. I'm moving the camera back here. Queso has had a bit of a yellow flag. I'm going to kind of stroll through, watch some of these battles. And you got to get some Belgian chocolate. They're good chocolatiers. And you thought I'd never work in the word chocolatier into a sim racing broadcast, but it's been done, I'll tell you that right now. You probably never thought you would get a dissertation on the nature of... Well, there goes our leader. Sorry, guys. Our leader. You haven't been watching Nathan Specht. He got 17 and a half minutes left. He's got 22 seconds on the crowd. He has forgot there's anyone behind him. But this battle for second is hot. This is better than syrup on your waffles. And new player looking for a podium. Tomato. Nathan Specht's teammate is lurking through the crowd like Peter Lorre contemplating a crime. This is your late night DJ taking your requests. If you like a little Marvin Gaye, we have it coming up next after this message. So just relax with your special lady friend. We have the tunes coming for you all night long to put you in that special mood for a pleasant evening. In the meantime, it's hot. It's real hot. Look at these three. Get them on one camera now. So 16 minutes for these three to figure out who's second, third, and who wishes they were on a podium. In the meantime, I'm going to slip back. Sutherland and Cobb. BMW on Aston Violence here. Mike Scott has been up and down. He's had a couple of turns. Still, 12th place, rolling along. Watching Christian Holmes and Gould in some McLaren on McLaren violence. Kind of watching where all the hot stuff's at. I haven't called Paulie Hartman's number today. Oh! It's a little argy bargy. Argy bargy is a Flemish word for Jean-Claude Van Damme, get off of me. Told you. So these three are sorting out. So who do we have in this battle? We've got Paulie. We've got Hatchie in the Aston Martin. We have Tavlovich, who is back for more, and he's still behind both of these. They're all hanging it out. Meanwhile, back at the motel, nothing's changed here except Rogério Santos is absolutely all over Brandon's position. Credit to Brandon. He's held this off. The look is happening. Don't touch, guys. They touched. Rogério put it in a little deep, and he ended up losing all that. And he's got a Pirelli sign with him. Give me that Pirelli sign. So, everything just changed. Rogério Santos on the outside looking in on this podium now. So, that just changed. In the meanwhile, Brandon Substitution said, "Thank you very much. No harm, no foul." And I got a little breathing room. He's 24 seconds behind Nathan. Let's put a camera on Nathan for a moment, just so, like I say, see, told you, he's still there. Off on his own. He's off in Wallonia somewhere all by himself. He's got his own zip code. He has stopped for waffles. I'm just thinking the Asian SRO series, the same series that we are simulating here. There's an Asian version, and they raced at Sugo 2 weeks ago. You got to go back and watch this. So this is the end of August now. So go back to the most recent race at Sugo, and one of the Japanese drivers had a 24-second lead, just like Specht has. And halfway through the last lap, backed off and started blinking his lights and swerving and waving to everyone, and finished third. He backed off too fast. That's terrible. So we're assuming that Nathan's not going to do that, but you got to go back and watch that because that was a hoot. Only in racing. So anyways, Substitution is still, and you didn't think I could pronounce his name. Ha! I'm assuming I got it right. So he's now got a little breathing room here on Tomato. And Rogério has backed off. He's now 8 seconds back from this battle. 12 minutes to go. He may have more problems behind him than in front of him, as Cobb is now... He's not caught him, but he's there. And so Mark Sutherland's there as well. So 4th, 5th, 6th. That's beginning to heat up a little bit. A lot of stuff to cover. I'm going to cover Christian Holmes and Gould. They're still at it. We haven't had the camera on these guys, but they've been staring at each other for forever. Taflovich has slipped back to 24th. He's got plenty of room to Matt Morrison. Panchiniak's behind him. I'm going to run right through the field here. Lloyd, Kovac, Palant, Krinky, Lance Shark, Super Dave's back there. I haven't seen Super Dave today. Super Dave's back there. Fredrickson, Kish, Loic Normandu's back there. He's running 35th. Rocket a Honda. Friday and Austin Sawyer is in the pits. I'm sorry, Austin. I didn't see what put you in the pits. A lot of stuff for one cat to cover here tonight. We've been watching all of the happenings. Check out the bumper cam. This is what Tomato's looking at. He's got his eyes on Brandon's position. So we've been watching this only because this is where the hot stuff's at, and it's relevant because they're all battling for podiums here with 10:42 left in the race. If you're still with us, bless your heart. From here in the heart of North Georgia, welcome to our studio tonight, as we're all alone dealing with technical difficulties. Everything's broken. I've got like one hand on an antenna and one hand on something on a washing machine, grounding the antenna, trying to get a signal out. It's like pirate radio out here tonight. This place is crazy. So thank you for watching through all of our troubles, through all of our insanity. We have put together season 4, race 1. Now there's a waiting list. As this battle just keeps getting hotter, let's get a bigger camera angle of this thing. There's a waiting list to get on. It's not that long. So if you're watching this and want to do some sim racing at North America's premier home for sim racing, hop in, get on the Discord channel, connect with the guys. It's a cool place. Sometimes we get it right. We always get it right when I'm not involved. How about that? We're still watching the hot battle. Go back here to Austin Cobb. As Rogerio Santos is now protecting 4th place. Alrighty. 8 minutes to go. Nathan Specht has 27 seconds on the field. This is a hot battle to watch. Just letting everything play out here. You've been listening to my voice for way too long. Brandon's position has held off the world when it comes to protecting 2nd place. Awesome stuff. It's fun to watch. Got about 4 circuits to go here as the leader is still turning 2-minute 20-second laps. That's unbelievable. I mean, nobody else is. Schaefer's turning 2:20s. Panchiniak just turned a 2:20, but Austin Sawyer's last lap that he ran was a 2:20, but still, Nathan Specht got them covered. Oh, Samela has gone around. Your potential podium finisher is going around and clipped Rogerio Santos just a little. He's got it going, but he's lost his podium out of it. I don't think he can recover from that. Meanwhile, Rogerio Santos says, look what I've found. And now we have got New battle for podium, while Rosario Santos, third, Cobb fourth, and he stared him down. Where'd Cobb come from? He's been sitting here laying low, not getting in any trouble, keeping it clean, not scratching the car for 54 and a half minutes. So, not exactly a barn burner from for the win. Here we go, just to prove that Nathan Specht is still on the track. There he is, completing his 22nd lap. I've got a yellow flag I'm trying to run down, so Foguth had an off in the middle of Puhan. Haven't called Griffith's number. Clean and green all day. Fire Queso's worked his way back. 15th. Correa 16th. Al Tufo running 17th tonight. Switched over to Porsche this year. Let's get a camera on Al. There he is. Beautiful throwback liveried. That looks like the Uwe Alson Porsches from the... that's kind of cool. Trying to catch some other guys that haven't been on the screen so much. Cranky in the Porsche. Super Dave running the Aston this year. 36 runners still in the race. And this battle for the podium is hot. And for everything running, I think I've got some software here that tells me where all the hot stuff's at. And I think this is it's the hot battle on the track. And I think it's going to be for the next 3 minutes and 32 seconds. So tune in next week when I have nothing to do with any technology whatsoever. You don't need a guy like me running that stuff anyway. You'll have smart people here next week. I'm sure I've lost my job. You'll never hear from me again. I'll be banished to Siberia. I'm sure I'll be in a Russian prison for the next 9 years after ruining all the technical details of this race. Seems like 9 years is the standard Russian prison sentence. No references there at all. So I hope you had fun tonight. We're a lap and a half from finishing this thing off. Nathan Specht has got 33 seconds in the lead. He's already breaking into the Stella Artois, which is the beer of the region here. As Artois is a region here in Belgium. It is the Belgian beer of choice around here. I think he's going to be into it very, very soon if he's not already into it. He's got 34 seconds on the field. But this battle here for the podium is still hot. We're watching it. I'm just going to let it all play out in front so you can watch what's happening. Get a little tighter shot of it there. I love this simulator. I love the graphics that show just how filthy these cars get as it picks up all the rubber. We got a good shot of it coming up right here. Check that out. It's just beautiful. Not only the simulator, it's the best thing going when it comes to the physics, the setups, the driving, the competition. It's beautiful on top of that. We're just going to stay right here and watch these guys. I may bounce the camera around a little bit to get you guys a good angle for it. I'm going to hang on. We do have a pass down the Jimmy Kimmel Straight. And They're about to come up on a yellow flag here where Peter Reynolds has gone around. I'm not checking him out yet, but I think they're going to run into it pretty soon here. There's the white flag for him. Yeah, I think he's got himself squared away. Let's go back up to Cobb and Santos as they are holding serve, and we have one to go for Nathan Speck, but that's like a lap and a half for everybody else. So not even watching him because he's got the world covered. He's not gaining ground on these guys, but he doesn't have to. And he slowed down a little bit. He ran a 2:21 and a half last lap, so he's giving it the respect. They're giving the track the respect it deserves here these last couple of laps, making sure just don't break the car. Oh, our man's got him covered. So we're going to watch the battle for third. Brendan Substitution he's 6 seconds ahead of this. So here he comes into Eau Rouge, coming up on top of Radion for the last time. Beautiful. Hits the curbs just right and goes down the Jimmy Kimmel Straight. We just didn't talk so much about the track tonight. We didn't have a lot of time. But we've had fun. If you've had fun, I've had fun. Didn't have a lot of fun with the technical problems. I think I caused them all. I think I blew the place up. And so the insurance adjuster will be here in the morning to take a look at the SRA studios and assess the damage I've created. And find out if there's anything salvageable or if it's just completely totaled. Had to check out. We've got last lap. We've got Sabato and Sutherland staring each other down. I think Santos is going to hold on to the podium. And I'll bet, if we take a look, here comes Nathan Speck. I believe he's looking at a checkered flag. If I know my checkered flags, I think this is one. And there he is. There's a win. That's a first winner of the season. Great job, young man. 35 seconds he had to the field. He can take a victory lap. Now let's go and check out the rest of the leaders. So, way back, Substitution coming through Blanchimont. You'd say that one more time here. Through Blanchimont. Through the bus stop chicane. We're going to get a photo finish with his teammate. There we go. There's your second place finisher. And here comes that battle for the podium. Santos, Cobb, held serve. And their race is complete. We're going to watch the rest of all our finishers cross the line. So as everybody's finishing up here, let me get the camera on the rest of these guys here. We finish up here. It's Division II race. And these guys have been unbelievably clean. And we've seen a lot of cars going around. But it's Spa. There's a lot of cars going to go around. But if you're watching this and you're not an SRA, take a look. This is Division II race. There were not guys dive bombing each other. There weren't guys racing irrespective of each other. I liked what I saw tonight. Hats off to all the guys racing tonight. We appreciate you. We appreciate you holding up the brand. So I'm talking about it a little bit. That this is every racing series is a brand. Whether it's real racing, whether it's this, and these guys have upheld the brand of what SRA is. They have made the league proud. All of you, every single one, the 40 some odd guys that showed up here tonight, you did the league proud. No matter where you finished in this, Spa's a booty biter. So that's official, booty biter. And you guys did great. So I want to go ahead and I want to do a couple interviews here. Let's see if I can go find them. I don't even know if I know how to do this. If I can't find these guys, in the server, then I'll do my best. Let's see. I'm looking for Nathan Specht. I can't find him. Got it. It's got a bug in my ear saying that I don't believe we're going to have interviews tonight. So, with that, we apologize for technical difficulties. 99.9999% plus one more full percent was probably on me because I'm a technical idiot. And I think I've burned the whole house down. Let me spend the whole rest of the week just trying to put this joint back together. Oh, gosh. So, anyways, we hope you enjoyed. We hope this is worth watching. We hope you're still around. And better not, we hope you're here next week. Congratulations to the winner. Great race. Congratulations to the podium guys. But congratulations to the whole field. You put on a great show. I was along for the ride. And anyways, next week there'll be commentators here that are actually more competent than me. They don't break the whole place. So with that, we love you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you for week 2 from sunny Zandvoort. With that, let's see if I can even figure out how to end this thing. I can. Here we go. We're going to end this thing right about now. Have a great week.